All right, everybody, welcome to the JK Theory. Here we give it to you raw and uncut. No topic is left untouched, no stone is left unturned. Even the serious topics get a little bit of comedic twist to it. Because at the end of the day, you just got to laugh about life. Am I right?
Most deaf.
Absolutely. So before we get into that, I'm Jay,
Okay.
and this is the JK Theory. So tonight, we got a little bit of a reaction video, but it's not music. You don't see the chain on. What we're going to talk about is Lord Jamar. Lord Jamar has dropped an interview, and he had a segment in there that caught my ear, caught my attention. So Kay sent me this video privately, so we're gonna play this out, and I'll give you, our feedback to this. So here we go. This is Lord Jamar giving an interview and mentioning Big. So here we go.
Well, definitely Biggie has some of the most out-of-pocket lyrics of any rapper ever. And hopefully there will never be a rapper with worse lyrics. But there's so much that Biggie said that got that people just overlooked at the time. And now when we fast forward to where we're at and we hear about all the with Puff, now certain things are not age, it was bad back then, but it's really not aging well now. It's aging even worse, you know. Um, I don't even want to repeat some of the lines, but they're bad. Very gay lines. Like, I don't care how good a woman looks, I would never give fellatio to her father because she's so beautiful. Yeah, that was from a Richard Pryor line, who also was a bisexual, who I didn't find that out till later. Um, so that was apparently a Richard Pryor joke that he put into a rap. But so what? Like, I don't care if Richard Pryor said it first. You didn't have to use that line, but you did. Um, he said he'd screw Paul before those ugly escape bitches. I said no. In my mind, I would have all the ugly escape bitches before I ever even considered fucking with a RuPaul. Um, he said, what'd he say? Liquor be digging me in my asshole. Undercover, Donnie Brasco. He said, I fuck with niggas who kidnap your kids, fuck them in the ass, throw them over a bridge. Um, yeah. Then they're gonna go ahead and have a transgender dude in the fucking Flavor in Your Ear video, as well as in the Big Papa video, and in the beginning of the Warning video. And in the Warning video, the Transformer is in the bed with Biggie. And in the Flavor in Your Ear video, the Transformer is dancing behind LL. And then LL's lyrics, he says, he, she, blotitious, Stevie, delicious. Give me couscous, love me good. Damn, from Hollis to Hollywood. But is he good? Papa love it when he does it. It's all for you. Something about let your Tim's tap or some I mean, all the while with a transgender dancing behind you. Did they know it was what it was? I don't know. I don't know if he knew or not. But I don't understand to start your shit off with he, she, and then say, that didn't mean nothing. You were just saying some shit.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Okay, let's talk about this. So we're gonna try to piece this out a little bit. So the whole like Biggie line, like she looks so good, I'll suck on your daddy dick, whatever.
Yeah.
That was completely a Richard Pryor joke, obviously.
Yeah.
For those that didn't know, Richard Pryor mentioned that on one of his comedy shows. And the whole thing, like, I'd fuck RuPaul before any of them ugly ass escape bitches. Okay, yes, in your mind you can say no, I'd rather be with the escape girls, but he's being funny with it. He's being comedic. Big used to always say stupid shit. Now the whole LL Cool J thing, the he she, that's very sus. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't care who you lay with, to each his own. But I think that was too many bars accumulated. Stevie Delicious, like what? Like, it's kind of weird, especially when Stevie J is around doing the beats. And especially with everything coming out now, where Stevie J was involved in some man on man baby oil action, and LL Cool J was probably in those films as well. Now, the whole thing about the transvestite, I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but the person being in these videos, I didn't catch it. I didn't know that was a dude.
I don't think that's a dude.
You don't think it's a dude?
No, I don't think that's a dude. I think that's a woman.
So I didn't catch it. And I know back then, remember when like video honeys was a thing?
Yep.
Like if you guys actually pay attention, a lot of these same girls are in a lot of these videos.
Yes.
You know, I want to say there was like an agency back then that you would just call this agency and say, hey, I'm in such and such state. I'm shooting a video, send some girls over. And it would be the same girl.
Right.
So I don't think that it was like, oh yeah, she's transvestite. Let's get her in the video. It was just she was available. She was there. Maybe when she did the first video, maybe she didn't bitch and complain and whine and moan about I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, my feet hurt, blah, 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 blah. You were good with us. Hey, let's hire you again.
Yep.
So I don't think there's anything weird there. Um, what throws me off though is that LL thing. That really just like wow. Because at the same time, it's LL Cool J. It's ladies love Cool J.
Yep.
He was always rapping about the ladies. You know, when I'm alone in my room and I stare at the wall, like, come on, man. He had women dropping on him. You
Yeah.
know, exactly. So I don't know. I don't care if he's that way, but the bars are a little bit sus. Biggie mentioning, you know, my man gotta fuck your kid, throw him over the bridge, da da da. According to Gutta's interview that he did on Vlad, he was like, "What the fuck? Like, what are you doing? I don't do that shit." And he got into an argument with Big for a couple days. Does he do it? I don't know. I don't want to know. Um, if he does it, he'll have to pay for that when he gets there. But that's a crazy ass line. Knowing Big, I'm a big fan, and knowing Big, he raps about what he sees. He raps about what he's around, his environment. I'm gonna just put it out there. Maybe it did happen. Allegedly, whatever words you want to say, there's so many interviews that other rappers will say, you know, me and Big were doing this, we were out here, blah, 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 blah. And next thing you know, he's rapping about it.
Mm.
So maybe that needs to be under investigation too. So here we go. I think Lord Jamar just sounds very bitter. He is fading out big time, especially with the defiance that he's put up with Vlad. Vlad was his lifeline for the long time. And now, since he separated himself from Vlad, I think he's just fishing for topics and trying to catch a bite. He just sounds very bitter, sounds very mean. Um, Eminem has put him on blast too because he's talked shit about Eminem, and Eminem has shut him up. Put him in his place. He just hasn't shut up. But I don't know. I just think he's just fishing for a story because nobody cares about what he has to say anymore.
It's hard. I mean, because if you looking at things in 2024 vision, if somebody said that, you'd be like, you're a suspect. Like just being the objective, you know. Do I think Big is anything like? No, I really don't. I don't think Big had any of that in him. I just think it's weird that some of the stuff that he says, but like you said, Big used to make jokes and try to make people laugh and try to make people think in his lyrics. So I think that's all it was. I think he was just playing, being funny. Uh, because the women in Escape, first of all, are not ugly. I just want to throw that out there. Um, and you, the RuPaul thing, yeah, that's weird. Uh, but
It
again,
is, but we all
I
know
think
back
he was
then
just
when
being funny.
we would say the most outrageous shit
Yes,
just to catch a reaction. For
that
all
that's
we know, maybe Big wanted to do a track with them, and they were like, "No, we're not going to pay you." So he's like, "Oh, you're not going to pay me? All right, here
could
you
be.
go."
Yeah, definitely
You
could.
know, and RuPaul back then was a topic because there was no other RuPaul out there.
Not big like that, no.
Yeah. So I
Uh,
mean, Big was known, like I said, to just talk about what he saw, what he envisioned, and what was around him.
right. Yeah, which is true. I mean, we didn't have social media back then,
Mhm.
so we couldn't digest things like y'all do now. We had to wait till, magazines came out months later for us to get topics and interviews and things of that nature. But
Absolutely. I mean, look at what Lord Jamar said in the video itself. Like, even Richard Pryor was homosexual, and we didn't know until years later.
right, yeah, nobody knew. Well, people knew, but a lot of fans didn't know that
Yeah,
Richard Pryor was bisexual. We didn't find out until years later.
exactly.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I just think that you have to take what Lord Jamar is saying with a grain of salt. And the same thing with Big, his lyrics. He's gonna say something to make you laugh and chuckle, and maybe it's not even for you. Maybe it's to make the engineer laugh or his
Right.
buddies laugh that are in the booth. You know what I mean? That are in the studio.
Like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Yeah,
So I don't know. I wouldn't pay too much mind to it. It just makes this old man sound bitter because he looks like a bitter old man.
that's what happens after, years of not being paid attention to.
Okay, real quick. I give you 3 seconds. Name me a Lord Jamar hit.
Yeah, I can't.
Exactly. Exactly. So, with that being said, let us know what you guys think. Should we even pay attention to Lord Jamar? Is anybody paying attention to him? Leave a comment. Let us know what your favorite Lord Jamar track is. Matter of fact, let me know what your favorite Lord Jamar verse is. Matter of fact, let me know what your favorite Lord Jamar bar is. Let me know what your favorite Lord Jamar ad lib is.
He is taking this to heart because it's Biggie. I just want to put that out there.
So let us know what you think. Hit us up on our email, thejktheory@gmail.com. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Jay,
Okay.
and this is the JK Theory. Till next time, peace.
Peace.
Biggie.